A crisp spring morning where the air smells like, possibility. You're standing in front of your closet, sipping your coffee, and you catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror. That woman staring back, she's like radiant. She's lived 1,000 stories, laughed through 1,000,000 moments, and she's ready to step into today with grace and like a spark of something new. Have you ever felt that quiet urge to let your style say something about you? Not the trends, not the years, but the woman you've become? Today, we're not just talking about fashion. We're talking about you, about how a simple blouse or shirt can feel like a love letter to yourself, elegant, effortless, and timeless. Whether you're 60, 70, or beyond, this spring and summer are yours to shine. So, grab a cozy spot, maybe a cup of tea, and let's dive into the pieces every woman over 60 deserves in her wardrobe right now. And if this feels like a conversation your best friend or sister needs to hear, share it with her. Let's lift each other up. Let's start with the classic that never fails, the button-down shirt. Oh, I can't tell you how much I love these. There's something about slipping into a soft cotton or linen button-down that feels like a warm hug from an old friend. It's the piece you reach for on those mornings when you want to look polished without overthinking it. I remember this one spring afternoon. I threw on my white button-down, tied it loosely at the waist, and headed to a little cafe. A woman at the next table leaned over and whispered, "You look so alive." Not trendy, not young, just alive. Isn't that what we all want? That feeling of stepping into the world with confidence that doesn't shout, but simply is? These shirts are magic because they work for every moment. Tuck one into tailored trousers for a lunch date, or pair it with soft jeans for a walk through the farmer's market. They breathe with you, move with you, and say, "I've got this." What's your favorite way to wear a button down? Tell me in the comments, I'm dying to hear. Now, let's talk about a comeback queen, the Peplum blouse. Oh, I know, some of you are thinking, Peplum? Wasn't that everywhere in the 90s? But trust me, she's back and she's better than ever. Today's Peplums are softer, subtler, like a whisper of elegance that hugs your waist just right. I wore one to a garden party last summer, a pale blush pink that flowed like a dream, and I swear, I felt like I was floating. It's not about shouting for attention. It's about celebrating your shape on your terms. What I love most is how a Peplum says, "I'm here, and I'm fabulous," without trying too hard. It's perfect for us, women over 60 who want to feel feminine, confident, and just a little playful. Have you tried a Peplum lately? Or maybe you've got one tucked away in your closet, waiting for its moment. Let's bring it out this spring. Share your Peplum story below. I'm all ears. There's something almost poetic about linen, don't you think? A linen blouse in a soft neutral, think creamy white, sandy beige, or a whisper of blue, is like wearing a piece of summer itself. I love how linen wears its wrinkles like badges of honor, just like we wear our laugh lines. It's not perfect, and neither are we, and that's what makes it so beautiful. Last summer, I wore my favorite linen blouse to a brunch with old friends. We sat under a big oak tree, swapping stories, and I felt so free. That glass wasn't just fabric. It was a reminder that I'm comfortable in my skin, exactly as I am. Linen is forever, my friends. It's not fast fashion, it's you fashion. For every age, every season of life. Where would you wear your dream linen blouse? Paint me a picture in the comments. Oh. Okay, let's have some fun with a twist on tradition. Oversized striped shirts. These are the cool cousins of the button-down, and I'm obsessed. They've got this perfect balance of clean lines and carefree spirit. My daughter caught me wearing one last spring, belted like a dress with a wide leather belt, and she laughed, saying, "Mom, you're giving Parisian vibes." I laughed too, but you know what? Why not us? Why can't we play with fashion, mix things up, and feel like the star of our own story? Wear it tucked with slim trousers, tied with a scarf, or even open over a sundress. Add some loafers, and you've nailed that effortless spring-summer look. These shirts remind us that style isn't about rules, it's about joy. What's a piece in your wardrobe that makes you feel like you're breaking all the right rules? I'm curious. Now, picture yourself on a yacht, the summer sea stretching endless before you. You're a woman in her 50s with honey blonde waves, leaning against the railing in a Dior navy and white striped silk blouse. It's tied at the waist, paired with cream palazzo pants, and your oversized sunglasses reflect the horizon. You sip champagne, and the world feels like it's yours. I wore a striped silk shirt to a friend's boat party last summer, and let me tell you, I felt like a movie star. Not because it was loud, but because it was right. The way it caught the light, the way it moved with the breeze, it was effortless. People didn't just see the shirt, they saw me. That's what luxury does. It amplifies your presence. Envision yourself on that yacht, the salt air kissing your skin. Maybe you're laughing with someone special, or maybe you're savoring a quiet moment alone, watching the waves. That striped blouse is your spotlight, saying, "She's unforgettable." When was the last time you felt like the world couldn't take its eyes off you? This shirt makes it happen. Let's twirl into a garden soiree, where fairy lights weave through the roses. You're a woman in her 50s with a jet black bob, dancing under the summer stars in a Valentino chiffon blouse in blush pink. Its delicate pleats sway as you move, paired with a flowing ivory skirt. Your emerald necklace catches the light, and your laughter feels like music. I wore chiffon to a friend's anniversary party, and it was like wearing a dream. Every step felt lighter, every smile brighter. A stranger came up to me and said, "You look like you're floating." And I was, floating on joy, on confidence, on the magic of being me. That's what chiffon does. It lifts you up. Picture yourself at that soiree, the night warm and full of possibility. Maybe you're dancing with someone who makes your heart race, or maybe you're swaying alone, lost in the moment. That chiffon blouse is your partner, moving with every beat of your heart. What's a memory where you felt like you could fly? This blouse brings it back. Now, let's pause in an urban atelier where sunlight spills through loft windows. You're a woman in her 50s with caramel curls, sketching at a desk in a St. Laurent silk blouse with a mandarin collar and gold buttons. The collar frames your face like a portrait, and as you work, you feel alive. The blouse is a masterpiece, its details speaking of refinement and strength. I have a blouse with tiny gold buttons that I wore to a gallery opening, and it changed the night. People didn't just notice the shirt, they noticed me. The way it sat, the way it shone, it was like wearing my story. Those details aren't just design, they're chapters of who you are, evolving with every year, every dream. Imagine yourself in that atelier, creating something beautiful, maybe a painting, a plan, or just a moment of clarity. Those gold buttons, that collar, they're your signature, saying, "I'm still growing, still shining." What's a detail in your life that feels uniquely you? This blouse celebrates it. Let's step into a bookstore where a summer book launch hums with excitement. You're a woman in her 50s with silver waves, speaking at a podium in an Oscar de la Renta, ivory silk blouse with delicate lace trim. It's tucked into a pencil skirt, and your dress. Curl choker gleams as you share your thoughts. The room leans in, captivated, not just by your words, but by your presence. I wore a lace-trimmed blouse to a friend's poetry reading, and it was a conversation starter. 4 women asked me about it, not because it was loud, but because it was lovely. It was the kind of piece that made people feel something. Connection, inspiration, joy. That's what great fashion does. It brings us together. Picture yourself at that launch, your voice carrying stories that matter. Maybe you're sharing a passion, or maybe you're just soaking in the energy of the room. That blouse is your ally, making every word feel weightier, every smile warmer. When was the last time you wore something that started a conversation? This is the one. So, here we are, my friend, at the end of our journey, but really, it's just the beginning. You're a woman in her 50s, standing on a beach at sunset, the ocean whispering your name. You're wearing a linen blouse that glows against the waves, your silver hair catching the last light. You're not chasing trends or hiding from time. You're embracing every moment, every story, every version of you. These blouses and shirts aren't just fabric. They're love letters to the woman you've become, fierce, radiant, unstoppable. This spring and summer, let them carry you through vineyards and galleries, rooftops and shorelines. Let them remind you that style has no limits, no expiration, no rules, only joy. I want to hear from you. What's the piece in your closet that makes your heart sing? The one that feels like it was made for you? Share it with me, because this isn't just my story, it's ours. Let's keep inspiring each other, lifting each other up, celebrating every wrinkle, every laugh, every dream, because you, my dear, are the trend, and the world can't get enough.